Hello everyone, my name's Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems. And if you're new here, welcome for the first time. Yeah, and tonight I'm going to do a lovely tag that I was sent by my friend Gareth at Bookssongsandothermagic. And it's called Oh the Places You'll Go. That's a beautiful thing by Dr. Zeus. Stay tuned. Okay everyone, so you can probably hear that I'm not too well. Yeah, this last week has been a write-off. I've really been sick. It's almost like I had COVID again. Haven't been able to get out of bed. You know that feeling where you're just drained of energy, motivation, and yeah, sometimes I struggle with breathing. But I'm back now and I have turned the corner. So I'm going to do this video. And yeah, I'm doing a tag. Because I don't think I have the thing to really talk about books in any depth right now. But yeah, I'm going to do a tag video for all of you. And yeah, this is a very special tag. And thank you, Gareth. I love Dr. Zeus. I'm not going to go through the whole poem like he did. I'm going to link his video below. But I will give the prompts. And it's very special. You get to know me a little bit better. And first though, he asked me in his video, he asked, where are the places that you've been? Now, I'm very fortunate. I've traveled very widely, and I don't want to spend too long on this, so I'm just going to give some highlights quickly. And I am very fortunate as a kid, as a student, and now as an adult as well. But yeah, North America, been to Arizona, been to Colorado, Las Vegas, South America, Mexico, spent some time in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Europe, lived there for 2 years as a kid when I was 11, 12, and yeah, we traveled extensively, and highlights were, skiing in Austria, and learning how to ski in Austria and Switzerland, and Norway, Sweden, Denmark, the UK, Ireland, Italy, Germany, and yeah, I'm missing others, but you get the message. I think I've been to half the countries in Europe. I'm lucky. And then if you look in Singapore airport, maybe, and then we go to Australia. I spent like a year or two in Australia, and New Zealand, and I'm going to come back to that in a later prompt. What a beautiful country. And yeah, there are other places I can't think of right now, but I'll get back to that maybe later. Okay, the first prompt says, and these are little snippets from the poem by Zeus, Dr. Zeus, Oh the Places You'll Go, Travel Wise. And Gareth did this because he loves to travel, and he's going to travel twice this year, which is wonderful. And I don't travel anymore. We're quite happy here. I'm kind of all travelled out. Which direction you choose? Book prompt. What's the first place you go to in a bookstore? Now you think it's horror, but we've only got one bookstore, right? So what I do is I go to this little section. That's some like vintage horror, science fiction, fantasy. I think I did a video of a tour of our bookstore, and you should go check it out. If I can find it, I'll link that above. I'll link it at the end of the video. But yeah, normally if I go into a bookstore, let's say if I go back to Joburg or Cape Town, wherever, I'll look for a horror section, first of all. That's the first place I'll go. Okay, life prompt. So all of these are like which direction you choose, and then, first these are book prompts and life prompts. So life prompts, what is the biggest life decision you've made that has impacted your life? Proposing to my beautiful wife, my soulmate, and yeah, love is still strong, and it's the best decision I've ever made. And it's been rough sometimes, not between each other, but because of circumstance. But it's the best decision I've made in my life. Yeah. Okay, prompt number 2. Too smart to go down any not so good street. Book prompt. What did you used to read that you don't read anymore? Okay, now I'll go back to university. I used to read a lot of classics. For university, I mean, like Jane Eyre, which was a 5-star read for me. But then there's a lot of Dickens, a lot of like normal stuff. Kind of if you're majoring in English, you're going to read a lot of things like that. And I don't tend to do that anymore. I read for myself. Yeah, more like kind of genre books, horror, science fiction. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Every now and then I should pick up a classic, and I probably will. But yeah, my tastes have changed. I read for pleasure, people. So yeah. Life prompt. What you have learned either as a hobby or in education that you value the most. Yeah, that's an interesting one. As a student and as a teacher, I think the most important thing for me, not just learning myself, but to teach students, is critical thinking, and empathy, and open-mindedness. And if you've got a problem, look at it from many different angles, and to see, different sides of the same story, working out compromise. If the kids start fighting in class, it's this one, learning of how to debate in a compassionate way or in an adult way. So I think critical thinking would probably be the best answer there. Sorry if I'm sounding messed up, but I am. Okay, number 3. You'll be seeing great sights. Book prompt. Pick a book with an attractive cover. Yeah, I've got a lot of very attractive covers. If I had to pick one, and I know that Gareth picked more than one, but I'm going to pick one. It's my favourite cover, one of my favourite books of all time, and that has to be Wee World. It's just such a beautiful cover, such a gorgeous book, and also it's kind of cover, it's outlines of a carpet, which is kind of what this book is about. Well, a rug of the world in, kind of a hidden world, a magical world. So yeah, I absolutely love this book, and I love the cover. Okay people, I'm going to have to hurry up because we've been told the power is going off in 10 minutes. So I'm sorry, it's going to be like a fast forward, okay? Right, number 3. Life prompt. What is the most beautiful place that you've ever visited? I've got 2. One locally, Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park. And this is where I worked as a field guide. And I'll put a few images here. But yeah, it's just stunning. And it used to be a hidden secret. But now more tourists are learning about it, and more of them are coming back to it. Yeah. And then New Zealand. Absolutely majestic country. Scenery-wise, totally different to the bushveld. But the mountains, the lakes, did a Lord of the Rings tour. So amazing. Right. Gotta hurry. Number 4. You'll be best of the best. A book prompt. What do you feel confident that you know a lot about with regards to books? I'm just going to have to give a short answer here. Horror. In terms of knowledge about, genre, it's going to be horror. I don't really know how else to answer this, people. I'm sorry. But subgenres of horror, themes, kind of everything. I read a wide range of horror. That's my answer for that. And then, life prompt. What would be your specialist subject on Mastermind? It's a British program, and I had to look it up again because I remember what it was about. And there are 2 subjects that I think I could do quite well in. First, obviously, African wildlife, flora and fauna, because I'm a qualified field guide. I've trained, I worked in the bush, so I should be okay with that. Another one is possibly World War II. Although I'm more like kind of knowledgeable about some aspects of World War II than others, but I'm going to go with World War II. Okay. Number 5. Accept when you don't. Book prompt. What kinds of books do you feel that you don't relate to? Romance, erotica, even when it's in horror. It's written badly and makes me cringe. I don't like romance in my books. I'm a romantic guy. Yeah, yeah. But I don't like romance in my books. Sorry. Life prompt. What is something you've stopped doing or that you've given up on? That's right, given up on, but we moved to the coast for a reason. Wanted to get away from it all. We got a beautiful walk. We got a market close by. We got a bookstore close by. And yeah, got the beach. Sip our drinks and watch the ocean. But I've given up on big city life and tennis. I used to play a lot of tennis. Given up on things like clubs and pubs. We both don't like that. We're not people in that way. I hate going to clubs. I don't do it anymore. So yeah, there's that. Okay, let's just keep moving on because time is a-ticking. Number 6, The Waiting Place. Book prompt. Name a book you're excited to read that's on your TBR. Okay, I'll skip this one. I don't know a lot of books. Oh, okay. Let's just say the next book in the series. I don't have it here. It's next door. But yeah, I want to continue reading Robert McCammon, all of his books. It's Speaks the Nightbird, and then it's I can't remember the name of the book. Sorry, I'll put it up here. And then life prompt. What in general are you looking forward to the most this year? Health, wealth, no, not so much wealth. Don't really give a shit about that. But health and happiness and joy and family. My mom and dad are coming to visit us in the next few months, which is beautiful. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, my brother came to visit the other day, even though I was a bit down and sick. Like I said, pretty damn sick. But yeah, just health and happiness and joy and feeling of love to other people around you and growth. Not necessarily channel growth, but just growth as a person. Doing better to others, doing better to myself, looking after myself. So that's my answer for that one. And finally, getting to, I think it's a kind of prompt that you can do, or you don't have to, but balancing act. Talk about balancing your time between general life and putting out content on booktube. And I put up a whole video on that. It's just about managing time, people. And booktube is not easy, especially if you've got a full-on job. I'm at home, I do things at home, so I've got more time in my hand. But I can imagine that if you're working a full day, it is not easy to get the reading done, the planning done, the filming done, the editing done, and the posting and everything. So yeah, it's not an easy thing, especially that you have to do it 3-4 times a week. This is my first video in a week. I've been sick, so it's okay. I can forgive myself for this one. Okay. But yeah, we're going to finally come to sorry. We're going to finally come to tagging others. I'm not going to say anything now. I'm going to just throw some names down at the bottom. It's still a wonderful tag, so I'm going to tag quite a few people. And thank you so much, Gareth. And thank you so much everyone for watching. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. And yeah, let me know about what I've said where have you been? What places have you visited? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves, keep those pages turning, and cheers.